Welcome to the CoolFM Live Sports Show, brought to you by Seniors Helping Seniors. Welcome to November, right?
We're here.
We're out of October. I'd like to introduce a couple of my friends here. We got Coach Dennis Baker. We got Coach Kevin Lassiter. My name is Jon Berger. We're going to get into playoff football. We're going to get into what happened this season. There's all kinds of great stuff. We've got Cochise County representing 1A, 2A. We've got it all the way down 4A, 5A. The tournaments begin. Buena at Douglas played their last regular season games on Friday as well, so we'll get through all of those. All right, though, let's start off.
Top plays.
That's right. Let's do it, baby.
Let's get it. Number 10, we have ALA of Sierra Vista making the top 10. Quarterback Jericho Nickel. See him with a nice rollout. Finds Benjamin Jeter for a nice touchdown pass.
Glad to see he got a chance to get some good playoff action in this week.
Yeah, and more of those two later. This is Buena game. TJ Walker doing what he does, making plays on defense.
Yep. Making a huge difference on defense, bringing that back.
Offense too, but that was a big time play and a big moment of that game. So we said we'd have more from these two. Jericho Nickel. This is Benjamin Jeter again. Nice catch for a touchdown. Good to see ALA and cracking the top 10 plays.
Freshman quarterback, guys.
Here we go back to Buena.
Yeah. So that one I believe that one took the lead in the fourth quarter right there. That was the biggest touchdown of the game right there.
This one. This is Lorda.
Renee Lorda.
I love those.
They had some big plays. This is just one of them. This is nice running, nice. I think that's a touchdown.
We thought it was a touchdown up on top too.
That's a touchdown.
Well, I like that power.
Douglas get in here. This is their quarterback, Ivan Higuera.
Wow.
With the wheels.
I'm out, baby. Reservations for 6.
Yes, this is the St. David. This is a really nice, clean look. Great pass, Cicierello. Chase Pacheco pulling that in for the touchdown. They had a lot of highlights, a lot of plays, a lot of scoring in that game. You see the scoreboard up there. It was 44-34. It's like third quarter. This is another St. David. That's Cedar Haney. And he does that a lot.
Listen, man, he
breaks tackles, then has the speed, get to the outside, run that.
That's just tough good football right there. You got to love that.
Love it.
That's got to be recorded because that is in high definition. That's beautiful.
Dawson Judd.
I remember this play.
Is this Riley Evans on this one?
Yep. Evans did the rest of the work. He made one cut and he was gone, flying.
That's like an 80-yard.
I think that was an 88-yard.
88
It was an 88-yard touchdown pass.
Man, those uniforms, SMU. I'm telling you, it just
Judd had a pair.
It is SMU coming. Yes. They're not done. They did something like that again. Dawson Judd rolling out, finds his target. Wayne Stark.
Woo!
This time Stark does all the.
Yep. This one was for 80 yards. The last play we saw was for 88 yards. So yeah, Dawson Judd had a pair of 80-plus yard touchdown passes. Man, his receivers putting in the work after the catch. You see there.
Wow, that was awesome.
Yes.
Superman strikes again.
Some great plays brought to you by Seniors Helping Seniors. Speaking of Seniors Helping Seniors, if you're searching for a like-minded friend to help tackle chores and tasks, or even a companion to join you in hobbies and activities, call Seniors Helping Seniors. Their caregivers are seniors themselves. They show up ready to exceed expectations on a schedule that meets your needs, including overnight. Or make a difference by joining the Seniors Helping Seniors team. Their team consists of mature, compassionate adults who thrive on assisting and connecting with other wonderful individuals.
Yep.
Check them out at southernarizonaSHS.com or call them at 520-487-4246. That's Seniors Helping Seniors.
Beautiful. They're such great sponsors. All right, so let's jump into some more game highlights. We've got St. David notables, so let's see how that goes.
Yeah, representing the 1A state tournament here. This is in the second round. Cedar Haney, he's
touch the shoulders and get some yards.
All their plays are like that. He's just a tough running back. Look at this.
Oh, breaking tackles, get off. Told you, man, St. David is a different, tough type of town, man. These kids just run
Look at
hard all day
this.
long.
That's
and
crazy.
they don't quit, man. Hey, he's
That's
stacking
crazy.
bodies out there.
Yeah, you just shucked that
That's
guy.
Chase Pacheco on defense.
See, young man.
All these guys play both ways. I mean, they make plays offensively and defensively.
You can see. Wow.
Once they get hands on you, they don't let go either.
Yeah, I mean,
Not necessarily like big hits, but they're just sure tacklers.
Yeah, you're not seeing jersey
Got
tackling
the hand on
either.
there. Oh,
I'm just saying the physicality is how they.
and you can tell they well
like,
touched.
That's their
well, I
brand.
mean, well coached. When you get to, you see, they couldn't get to the quarterback to put hands on them, but they got their hands up. And then look at this young man run again. Wow.
Got a great combination of speed and power, quickness.
Wow. If we could broadcast in 4K, holy smokes, I can see the people on the back.
Beautiful. And I like
It's our cameraman,
powder
Johnny,
blue
on the
sky
job.
blue
Did a
uniforms.
great job.
They look good.
Shoot.
Thanks for doing this style. This is great.
A little bit of.
Chigarella with the handoff there.
Yeah.
Look at Big 50 out there leading, lead blocking.
Big fella leading the way.
That's another thing. I was looking through these highlights. A lot of these running plays, you can see their offensive line. Look at 31 out in front. These guys are blocking.
Hey,
running
I like that kid. He got a good jersey number. on him, too.
31 is an offensive lineman, my man. I
like
don't
that
know
kid.
what the heck that kid was doing in the
Look at
backfield.
this.
Hey, find me number 31. I owe you a pizza.
Yeah.
There he is
what?
again.
Look at ouch. Ouch.
I like to see the big fellas run. Hey, come call
I
Coach
do
Kevin,
too.
man. I got you got pizza on me.
Look at him. Look at the guy out in front.
Yeah, he's got good
99.
blockers.
These guys, you can tell they take it serious. They unselfish.
Motor that won't quit. Tenacious. I like it. Swarming to the football. Don't let these guys touch you, because once they get hands on you, you're going to the ground.
Yeah. I haven't seen a jersey tackle yet.
Oh, that was a
That's a
nice drop in
pass.
the bucket.
Yeah, that was on the top page, one of their big plays. It's another one looks just like it, but it's actually different.
He did that twice.
He did that twice. Those are two different touchdown
Those
passes.
wheel routes.
Look at this breaking tackle, broken
get off,
tackle.
get off.
Get to the outside and bye-bye.
I'm a grown man. I like it.
Yeah.
Touchdown City, baby.
Like I'm really liking the extended look of these highlights. We have such good video of this,
Yeah.
and they have big plays. I mean, this is probably like an 80-yard run right there. Haney's all over this highlight, as always. Then Pacheco doing what he always does.
Getting in.
A lot of scoring in this game. A whole lot of touchdowns.
yeah.
Being scored.
That's what we
conversion.
say about this highlight. It seems like an extended, but it's like all these plays are good. I mean, show me one that's not, and they're scoring. You would think St. David would have won with all those highlights, right?
What?
Unfortunately, they come up short, 40 to 58.
way.
So even though they scored 40, they gave up 58. You got to give hats off to Williams.
Oh,
Vikings, they must be a really explosive offense. Scored, but you got to give it up to St. David. They finished the season 7-3.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not the way they wanted to end it, but they did have a great season. A lot to be proud of.
Great year.
We watched them all season long be dominant for most of all of the season.
Some incredible numbers here. You got
Absolutely.
Vincent Cicerello. He passed for 1,100 yards, 16 touchdowns with only 3 interceptions. Are you kidding me? Cedar Haining, 1,500 yards and 20 touchdowns. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And then you got
Pacheco, had 18 sacks.
18 sacks is that gets you a really big number in the NFL. At 18 sacks is like what's
your
that?
Max contract level. Your Micah Parsons money.
Basically, yeah. So those
Chase
are
Pacheco had a great season with them as well. So great numbers. I'm sure we'll see St. David back next year. They're always reloading and always a championship contender in 1A state
Absolutely.
football, representing Cochise County. So we'll see them back next year, I'm sure.
Salute to the Tigers.
Yep. Congratulations, you guys.
And unfortunately, Valley Union also lost in their second round playoff game as they had to travel to Baghdad to take on the Sultans. Obviously, that's a really tough task.
That was an uphill fight.
Undefeated Sultans.
Were they playing
number
a college
2 seed.
team?
Yeah, exactly. They unfortunately lost 60-0. We don't have highlights of that game, but we also want to give a shout out to Valley Union. They had a great season as well.
For sure.
6-3. 6-3. They had some really great highlights. Miles Richardson comes to mind. Jason Richardson, Yahir Luna. These guys were phenomenal all season.
Yeah,
I think
those numbers are sick.
Miles Richardson had over 2,400 all-purpose yards and 20 touchdowns. Yahir Luna averaged about 90 yards a game and also had 11 touchdowns. These guys had a phenomenal season as well. 2 seniors from Valley Union, so wanted to give them their kudos and
I'll say it one more time for the Richardsons. Brother to brother. Y'all come back out and get it next year, man. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yes.
All right, next up we got ALA. So they traveled to Phoenix to take on Skyline Prep. All right, let's see this.
ALA with some defense starting off early on. I really like this play. Look at the pass there. Jericho Nickel.
Right.
Returning from
Benjamin
injury.
Jeter.
He was injured that very first game.
Yep.
So now we get to see what he actually...
See him rolling, throwing. That's for a 2-point conversion. Mm-hmm. Hey, this young freshman quarterback is going to do some big things with this team.
I like this. Avoid the pressure right here. Stays composed. Throws a touchdown pass.
Okay.
Excellent. Benjamin Jeter on that reception as well, too.
And you can see the ALA offense just looks a lot more energetic when he's on the field leading the way. And that's no shade to TJ.
Yeah.
Because TJ did a great job pushing the team forward. But it was just great to see them look a little different. And then TJ get to slide over to a position that I think he plays a little better at when he's playing at wide receiver and running back.
And you can see when Nichols is actually really good rolling out of the pocket, which is something that's almost becoming necessary in almost every level of football, is getting outside the pocket and throwing with accuracy. And I don't like the motion that he was throwing with, but I love that accuracy. So I'm like, hey, shoot, if he gets it, he gets it. So good job, young Nickel, and we'll see him, increase his ability.
In this game was that ALA kind of trailed for a bit in the second half and actually tied the game up in the third quarter, I believe it was, and they were fighting with a chance to win the game. It got a little out of control in the fourth, but again, hats off to the Guardians and showing that your team is going to fight to the last second is on the clock.
And they're moving forward. They're getting better.
Yep. Unfortunately, they lose that game 32-16, but we're seeing improvement, and we've started to see improvement every week from the Guardians, and it's just good to see. They even got 2 plays on the top 10 plays of the week, and we're starting to see more offensive production. You talked about the quarterback being healthy and getting back and them being more closer to full strength and actually competitive with a chance to win the game there towards the end, like you said. So they have something to look forward to next year as well. So
absolutely. So crossing our fingers that they keep moving forward. Yes. Okay, next up we got Benson. 2A state tournament.
Wow. And this was a big one for Benson, hosting a playoff game.
No kidding.
So the story going into this was that Globe had to win like their last 4 games to make it into this to the playoffs. But once they got there, they were no match for this big-time Benson Bobcat offense. We talked all season about how they spread the ball around. Dawson Judd could throw the ball to 4 or 5 different guys on the field, and you're going to see a lot of this in that highlights.
Absolutely.
I love it.
I love the Benson offense.
It's work, man.
Is that guy playing
Dawson
2-touch?
Judd.
What the heck did that guy just do?
Hey,
just give him a tap on the butt and let him run.
He's too fast for him.
Okay, whatever. Globe.
But look at the time. I mean, I feel like the offensive line is just took the wheel away.
Benson's offensive line really were a battering ram out here. They gave Judd as much time as he needed, and when they decided to run the ball, their running backs rarely got caught for tackles for loss in the backfield. And I want to give a lot of credit to their defense. Their defense swarmed the ball. Here's the 88-yard touchdown pass from Judd that we're looking at here.
Arm tackle.
That's going out to Evans, and Evans was gone. But yeah, the Benson defense, there was maybe like 3 occasions where one person made the tackle. Most times they had 2 to 4 players swarming to the ball carrier.
Rolling out, hits the deep man.
This is on back-to-back possessions, guys. He went 88 yards on one possession. Defense gets a turnover and goes 80 yards for a score on the next possession.
41-0?
See the score getting out.
Oh, gosh.
The running clock started right after Benson's first possession in the second quarter. In the third quarter.
Number 21 there.
That's what they Lorda.
And again, the officials did not call this a touchdown on the field, but it was a touchdown in our eyes and in our hearts.
They were wrong. I'm glad that. But
That's
you know what? It gave the backup
there.
quarterback an opportunity to get a touchdown. Yep. So we'll allow it. But yeah, no, big win by Benson. They win 49-6 as they advance to the quarterfinals now, and they'll face the number 3 seed Phoenix Christian in Phoenix.
A team that they've played once already this year.
That out.
And that was one of the few losses that Benson had. They played them, I think, week 2 of the season. And so, it's always hard to beat a team twice.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to see what things the Benson coaches have done that are going to be different from what they did this last time.
Yeah, you'd have to say Benson is coming in hot right now. Their offense has got it going. I think they have what it takes to win in the tournament, in the playoffs. You got to have quarterback play.
You've got a
I put
quarterback.
Dawson Judd with anybody in the state.
He's a passing leader in Cochise County, right?
Yeah. And he's got Riley Evans, Andrew Workman. He's got weapons,
on offense and
Renee
then on
Lorda
defense.
running the football and
They're a complete team.
Yeah,
running, passing.
They are. And one thing the Bobcats do that not a lot of other high school teams do, they're very good going no huddle.
I love that.
They went no huddle on Friday, and it kept Globe off balance for like half the football game.
Being able to do that in a 2-minute offense, that's like the difference between a championship and a non-championship.
Well, they have the quarterback.
Definitely.
They have the quarterback that can do it, and they have the talent on the outside. And as you saw there, what I saw was a lot of poor tackling from Globe.
Yeah.
If you're not a sure tackling team, Benson is going to make you pay for it.
For sure.
Because the short passing game of Benson is what's so killer for them. Because if you can trust Dawson Judd to get the ball there quickly and get it on target. And if you're not able to make a tackle, these guys are playmakers.
Those receivers are all about yak. They get yards after the catch.
So that's the thing about the short passing game is that you're creating places for you're putting players in one-on-one situations so often, and that's when you're looking to. That's why short passing games are the thing in the NFL. You throw it to that guy, and then all he has to do is beat 2 guys.
Right.
If you're a running back, you got to beat the defensive line, the linebackers, and probably the defensive backs.
You get a guy in space with speed, and you turn and those one-on-one matchups go work out in your favor a lot more.
Right. So hopefully they can keep that going and get their lick back, so to speak, against Phoenix Christian next week. And as we go into the quarterfinals now of 2A state tournament football.
Well, we want to thank Prestige Remodeling and Restoration of Sierra Vista for partnering with the show to help us support these local athletes. Prestige has pioneered a visionary approach that empowers exceptional service, reinvigorating fundamental principles of customer-centric service. As a licensed general contractor, including plumbing and electrical, they proudly cater to both commercial and residential needs. Visit them at PrestigeSierraVista.com. They are one of our best sponsors. We love them so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Prestige Remodeling. We also had 4A and 5A football teams in action. Now, their playoffs start this week, but they finished their regular season games last Friday. So we'll start with Douglas as they were in action. They went up to Tucson to take on Catalina Foothills, and we see their highlights. Quarterback Ivan Higuera, he's been making plays like this all year long. He's so good running the ball. Yeah. This was a highlight. This is I want to say it's about a 40-yard field goal, which is really hard to do in high school football. That's a highlight.
Well, that's also they're playing on grass. That's another hard thing to kick off.
True. Ivan Higuera making another running touchdown there.
You're not getting away, buddy. You're not getting away.
Defense.
So the score is 14-10. Douglas is down right here.
A lot of running highlights from him.
Yeah, he's so great moving the chains with his feet.
Yep, there he goes into the end zone.
Again, just watching Higuera reminds me of watching Julian Edelman. He reminds me, I look at him and I see Edelman at Kent State.
With those short steps,
did you ever see him in high school too? He was a quarterback, so that does, he kind of does have that. Yeah, Edelman's a beast. Ooh, 28-24.
The big fella out front pulling for him.
There he goes.
He's gone, man.
Oh, he broke that one?
Yeah. Ride the rail, baby. Up the sideline. Touchdown.
Yep. Top play nominee there.
That puts him up right there. Oh my gosh! So was that the score?
That was a big touchdown, big game. They only they week by, they beat
Golly.
Catalina. It was 31-28. That was their last game of the season. Unfortunately, Douglas will not be in the 4A state playoffs, but we still got to give hats off to them for having a great season.
Winning record.
That win puts them into the winning record. They were 5-4 for the season. Got to give a shout out to their quarterback. He's all over the highlight reel here too. Also, have a really great receiver, Matthew Hudson, had a great season as well. Defensively, offensively, they had an up and down season. They were like, they would win big and then lose big, win big and then lose big. So it was good for them to win that final game to put them above 500 and have something to build on for next season.
They also won the pick. You know.
Oh yeah, they won the game that matters the most. If you ask them,
definitely.
Like
the one that you get to
game.
bring something home with. So,
right.
salute to the Bulldogs. Great season.
Yes. Look forward to seeing them next year as well.
All right. Buena was in action in Tucson. That was my game. So we traveled to Ironwood Ridge. Buena, man, we're in the dark black hole, floating around in space. You scared me. All right. So Buena will host Marana Mountain View in next week's 5A state playoffs. So incredible win. That win put them into the playoffs. And yeah, it was huge. So we'll get into
Take a look at that. Yeah.
All right, here go the highlights. So you'll see the game kind of starts off first half.
Now, was this open kickoff? Because I know this is a turnover.
Yeah,
but I didn't know if it was opening kickoff.
Opening kickoff.
Wow.
Yes.
Yep, ball came out.
Yep, right there. And so Buena, first half, crushed. When I say crushed, they held Ironwood Ridge without any points. Now you can
TJ Walker. Oh, I like the skyline back.
Oh, man, it's a beautiful view from up there.
Yeah.
Really nice facility they got up there, Ironwood.
Yeah, and Ironwood Ridge playing their hearts out, and they were just getting beat up on here in the first half. You can see there's a sack. I mean, I think there was like four or five sacks in the game. There were a couple interceptions. And you can see when the video's crazy like this is because everybody's stomping. All the stands are going crazy.
Yeah.
So if it looks fuzzy, I swear it's not my fault. All right, there's that pick that got into the highlights. So TJ Walker bringing it back right there. Yeah, that was an excellent.
And the stomping is because the Buena Colt fans travel very well.
Very
when they
well.
go up to Ironwood Ridge.
Probably 200. They had half as many people as the home team, which is really good. So you can see Leighton right over the middle to
Mr. Mikey getting it done.
Yep, that was that little. It was like a screen pass in the very beginning. You can see that they'll put up one more touchdown before it starts. This game gets turned on its head in the second half. So the score is now 24-0. Oh my gosh. So, second half begins. He's rolling right, throws into the end zone, touchdown. So you see how that...
So that was their first touchdown.
Yep. And then
intercepted, batted ball, intercepted.
Back into the end zone.
For a touchdown.
Yeah, so you see how it goes 14.
And it was... So it went... They got 19 real quick.
Well, it didn't show that last touchdown.
Big sack right
So
there.
there was another touchdown in there. That was where the fumble went. But so...
Ooh.
Now this
They took the ball right out of his hands. Yep.
Wow.
So something happened. They put the clamps on.
Oh, so that was before the this second touchdown.
And then this is where he throws the touchdown.
In the corner.
Yeah. So that's the second touchdown. You see how it goes to 19? So they scored another touchdown in there at some point.
You got to wonder how much that secondary misses Jaden Thomas.
Big time. And look how he gets into the end zone. So they've got the 1 point lead.
And that is not late in the game. That's
Garrett
threw the pick there.
It was tipped.
Yeah.
Tip ball interception going back for a touchdown.
Wow, you got to be freaked out as a
They had
fan.
two
Big
interceptions
six.
that got ran back.
Yeah, one was a short one. And this is where the game turns around.
Ricardo the Rocket. It's takeoff time, baby.
Look at him. He had to have speed and patience a little bit.
I mean, that kid should have tackled him when he ran past
And
him.
we got a penalty.
Yep. And so here's the two.
He's going for two.
Gets into
Is
the
that
end
Lujan?
zone. Yes, it was Lujan. Just
Got in.
pitched it out to the left side. So
that tied the game.
yeah, everybody's freaking
my
out.
goodness.
Look how these kids on the sideline there. That's a breath of fresh air.
Cardiac Colts.
Yeah, then they throw an interception
And
to
a pick.
Cooper.
Is that Cooper Cross?
Yes, that is.
And that's not something
What's
we
the
see
ball?
him do a lot.
No.
Cooper Cross is a tackle machine, but
And he drew a
get your
penalty
hands on the
on that
football,
too, right?
son.
Yeah, no, they Ironwood Ridge just fell apart at that last.
So that was pretty much the game-winning touchdown by Michael Lujan right here.
Oh, that's a nice grab. Did he
Sure
just
was.
feed it?
Oh,
he was out. So he was out. Oh.
Man, I would like to.
The cardiac Colts.
Oh, that was a fourth
Scaring
down.
their fans.
He wasn't going to get the first down anyway.
That's the end of the
he was
game
short.
right there.
Wow.
So, as you can see, I'll break down that game, but that second half versus the first half, when it looked like an absolute diamond, that second half, wheels came off, 2 pick sixes, that whole thing that went down. But Buena, as all the wheels were falling off, Coach Thomas stopped everybody. Has Ricardo Brooks return that kick to tie the game, and he still, at that point when the game is tied, you still have to maintain composure.
Right. It's not over.
Because you kick off to them and they could return it. You know, that's the thing is like...
And you got to get a stop.
Yes.
Remember, we talked about this before. We talked about all these different Buena players that we name and what their contributions are. And Caleb Layton is a name that we don't say a lot. Yeah. But when he left the game, it looks like Buena's offense kind of was just spinning their wheels for a little bit.
It was really scary because it made them one-dimensional. It was a run-only team. They would throw the ball, but as you could see, there was that tip ball interception that went back for a touchdown. But he looked like a good quarterback. It just, at that point, there was a momentum shift. And when you've got that momentum coming for Ironwood Ridge and you're the backup quarterback and you're throwing at your receiver and it's just a little too hot for the guy and they pick it off. And then in your head, you're like, is that me? Is that my fault?
It's a confidence thing.
Yeah, and they go on, they had scored 32 points at that point. And so for Buena to dig their heels into the ground, put a touchdown, tie up the game, and then put their heels in the ground, pick off the ball, and go into the end zone. Huge game. Thank you to Coach Thomas. Thank you to those boys that won that game. It was just it was intense.
Yeah, definitely. It looked like a lot of nervous moments created in that game. I do think that Buena secondary is missing Jaden Thomas. Not just secondary, offense as well, too. That's the thing. But you also have to give credit, like you have to the coaching staff and the players for pulling it out. And you have to look at this game as one that you need going into the playoffs. You want to be battle tested.
Yes.
You don't want to, of course, we all want to win big, but going out, winning, going into Ironwood Ridge and beating them by 40 points or whatever, I don't know how much that's going to would help them going into the next game. But going into a game where you were up big, looked like you lost it, and the wheels fell off the bus, and then, like you said, put your heels down and then get the stops needed, make the plays on special teams, make the plays on offense and defense to win. Yes, it had some nervous moments, but they have to feel like, hey, even if we get down, we still have a chance to win, and that's a good feeling to have going into the playoffs.
Yeah, being able to recover from a disaster. Yeah, that's what we.
So what's the injury update on Jaden Thomas?
Yeah, do you have any information?
Oh, I got an update. Yes, we talked to Coach Thomas, and he said, believe this. So we were afraid it was a compound fracture, right? The bone went through the skin. We all know that it did. It was a dislocated bone that popped through the skin, dude. So all he did was got stitched up. He's in great shape. He could have played that last game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's in great shape.
So great news, Colt fans.
Dude, not even a broken finger. That was a dislocated finger.
He may be in action Friday night. Another reason for you to get down to Buena and watch that game, guys.
Come out and see the best wide receiver in Southern Arizona.
Yeah, and Cooper Kraus broke the state record for tackles in a season. Or he's like right there, yeah. So Cooper Kraus, Jaden Thomas, Michael Lujan. We never talk about Michael Lujan. Caleb Layton.
Ricardo Brooks.
Walker.
T.J. Walker.
Zach Barrett.
Tariq Howard.
Williams. My man Howard, boy. I'm still buzzing off the game from last week.
Really, go back and watch that game. It's on YouTube. It's awesome. It was ridiculous.
Rocket Brooks. It's so good to see him healthy right now and back to that form he was in the beginning of the season where it was just electric. Every time he got the ball, you might want to put 6 points up.
He's a big kid. He looks on film, he looks like he's, I don't know, maybe 5'10", 5'11", because he moves fast and his feet move so quickly. But when you stand next to him, he's as tall as me, and he's probably another 10 or 15 pounds bigger than me. So
he's an amazing athlete. Can't wait to get him on the basketball court once again, and he'll be in track. He's a all-state track champion as well too. So
Cooper saved the day. Ricardo Brooks saved the day. Michael Lujan kind of like carried the team. Leighton was injured, so we didn't have him for a lot of the game in the second half. So I do remember a lot of those mix-ups.
That's why maybe we had a little slowage with the offense.
Yeah, we were making mistakes before that happened. Like Leighton was playing in the second half, but after he was injured, everything slowed down and everybody was really afraid. So great job to the backup quarterback. What is his name?
That's Garrett.
Garrett, that's correct. So incredible game. I mean, everybody's nails are gone right now.
It's a good one and a needed one because Buena was going to need that to secure a playoff spot. Maybe, it was in the air if we were going to host a playoff game and all that. So Buena does get the win, 38-32. And like you said, playoff football in Sierra Vista, 5A, will be here as they host Marana Mountain View this Friday at Buena. That's going to be a good one.
Oh, dude.
You need to come to the game.
That's going to be a good one.
If you are in town on Friday night, please come out. The coach needs your support.
And wear an extra pair of pants, for the love of God. Everybody wear some socks. These kids that wear like one shirt and they leave after the first quarter. Hey, guess what time of year it is? Not the warm part.
November.
Not the warm part. Okay, so dress warm for that game.
They wear hoodies all summer. They should bring it out for the winter football games. Yeah.
Shorts. I don't know. Okay.
You want to do the physical balance one?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yep. So we want to thank Fyzical Balance Center. They're much more than your typical physical therapy clinic. At Physical Therapy and Balance Centers, they focus on improving your quality of life by using a holistic, whole-body approach to connect your diagnosis with a customized plan of care. Opened by Dr. Tap Duong of Tap Into Wellness. Love your life at Dr. Tap at Fyzical Balance Center in Sierra Vista.
That's right. He's a good dude. We appreciate everything that he's doing for us. So, college football, do we want to talk about what happened?
Well, yeah, see, it's interesting because we're here on Monday, so all the college football has already taken place, but there was some big games. I mean,
Ohio State smoked Penn State, Houston lost to West Virginia, SMU beat Miami.
Miami lost.
That was not a surprise to me.
That wasn't?
No, they've quietly been very dominant in the ACC.
But I thought Miami was going to take care of
Miami
business.
is like, they got Michael Irvin dancing around on the sidelines, so I was expecting
the SMU, what do they call it, the Pony Express?
Oklahoma.
The legal version of it. They seem to be rolling again.
Yeah, there we go.
Oklahoma beat Tennessee.
Yeah.
That was a big SEC matchup.
Texas beat Vandy.
That was a big game.
Yeah, that was
a big game.
It was finally, we got to see Arch Manning.
Arch Manning looked like a Manning.
Looking like a Manning. Yeah. Looking like a family man.
Everybody had given up on him after 3 weeks. Who knew that he was actually just took a little bit of... Okay, Louisville.
Yeah.
Texas Tech won. Everybody in the Indiana killed Maryland. Notre Dame killed Boston.
Still my guys, though.
Yeah.
Michigan won a big game against Purdue.
World Series. That was one that's probably got to be the best series of all time, right?
Who's the World Series MVP? The Wall.
The Wall, that's right.
The Wall in Game 6.
I appreciate that.
Wall, but the way that game ended, like it's hard to think of a more epic World Series where it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Like it really looked like Toronto had that game won.
Yeah.
That slide at home plate, oh my gosh. Like, I mean, the pitching play, the batting from both teams, you could not ask for any better.
You can go through almost every one of the games in that series, and they all had a different crazy storyline. Like, none of them had, like, the first game was when Ohtani was pitching. They were like, well, is he going to, oh, no, he had 3 home runs in that. Yeah. And then he ends up starting the Game 7 as the pitcher, and then what a game. And Kershaw was in. They brought Kershaw in, and he didn't start.
This was probably the most, I'm going to say it, this is probably the most entertaining World Series I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, because I'm not a big baseball guy,
hate
but
the Dodgers.
You got Ohtani playing, and you got a World Series going this late. I mean, what did it go, 11 innings?
11
innings.
And then they had the other one that
the
went
other
like
game
18.
that went like 18 in.
Yeah, that was like
So-
2 games in one.
Oh,
We basically
man.
got an extra game out of this World
they got-
Series.
It was an 8-game
2.
series.
Yeah, it was a 9-game series. Jeez.
Yeah, no, really, really good baseball. Hats off to the Dodgers. Right now, they're the best team money can buy.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, there is
maybe.
there's no salary cap. That'd
I
be
know,
kinda
right?
nice.
Yeah.
So we talked about college football, pro football. My Chiefs lost. Cowboys are playing tonight. against
And this
the
is a local Arizona Cardinals.
dude. You should leave right now to get up there. That's your team.
Yeah, I'll actually pick the Cowboys.
They're looking good. I picked them last week, so
They're inconsistent. So you gotta, if they win one, pick them to lose next week. If they lose, pick them to win next week. And the Cardinals are not.
they're not.
They're not that great. And I don't think Kyler Murray's playing.
Nope, he's not.
So.
And it's Dallas at home, actually. So.
Oh, is it? I thought it was.
I thought it was too,
yeah.
but it says it's Dallas at home.
Dallas. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, I expect Dallas to beat the snot out of them. Honestly,
They're gonna score a lot. I know that. I don't know if Arizona has.
Defense.
Can Arizona score 40? If
Good
you can
point.
score 40,
And you can win, right?
Yeah.
You gotta. It turns to a shootout.
yeah.
Oh, how about the NBA? And so I'm a Blazers fan, so it's always nice to know that my
They
coach
play the
was
Lakers.
Go Splitter.
my coach was the cheater of cheaters, Chauncey Billups.
Allegedly.
Oh.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly on the basketball side, but in the poker side, that's
He is.
yeah. Man, he's got the
Who
X-ray
knows?
glasses and everything.
Yeah, dude, they had an X-ray plate under the table.
That's why he's getting caught. I mean, that's why his name is in here because he cheated or they
if he
cheated the
at
wrong
that,
people.
Well,
And they're telling.
thank you.
They're telling on him because he's not like I've seen it talked about too, and I think it deserves some discussion. Is why is Chauncey Billups kind of like the front man
Being singled out.
on this a little bit? Like his face is what's on the internet and stuff, and I'm like he's an NBA coach and all that, but he's not. I find it hard to believe that he's the high man in the totem pole.
I'm sure he's
I
not.
don't.
in this
No.
in this poker gambling ring or whatever.
There's
He's just
gonna be a
another
lot that comes
guy,
out.
right?
Dude, the Adam Silver so this is all Adam Silver was the gambling guy.
Enforcer,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was the one that allowed the NBA to do sports gambling. And that was always who it was Silver before Silver it was
Stern.
Yeah, Stern was always against it. So that's why you remember Jordan got kicked out of the NBA for a bit. Come on.
Yeah.
The rumor
his retirement
is that
I'm
his
sorry.
first retirement was really a suspension for gambling.
Well, I mean,
Well, there's a ref that I think he's the one that went to prison.
Donahue.
Donahue, yeah, he actually dropped Jordan's name in there a few times, saying that Jordan did some stuff like checked himself out of a game early or something like that a couple times because he knew what the line was on what he was going to do and stuff like that. Allegedly,
that was my concern when it came to opening up betting
Sports
on
gambling,
sports. I said,
yeah.
it's at some point. I said, some point it's going to take away from the integrity of on the court, on the field play because there's so much money behind it.
I agree with you, but I was hoping for the exact opposite. I was hoping that since there is gambling and since there are people, since everybody's eyes are now all out in the open, we would catch all the cheaters. And so,
And
It's
to an
too
extent,
hard
you're
to-
right. Especially
doing a
for-
little bit.
So I'm not a gambler, right?
I'm
I
not
don't
either.
gamble, but I got buddies who always complain, oh man, I had this parlay going and
Yeah.
I needed this guy to get 2 more of this
Yeah.
and they took him out the game. Why would they do that?
Right.
And it gets people, it gets their
Conspiracy
creative juices going that they ready to, hey, we don't want to pay this parlay out to all these guys, so don't throw him the ball no more or take him out the game.
you want to know why everybody hates the Chiefs? It's not because they win. It's because they don't win by enough. They always get the under, and it kills people. Everybody hates the Chiefs. They're like, no, they're cheating. They know the line. And I'm like, listen, Andy Reid does not like to run up the score. If you know anything about
It's
Andy
classic.
Reid, he didn't do it when he was with the Eagles. When he was back with Mariucci and the 49ers, that was always a thing. So He's never run up the score. If I was a gambler, I would always, no matter how great the Chiefs are, if they're going up against a little league team, they take their starters out after they go up by 3 touchdowns, and that's the way it is.
No, when gambling started to become a problem is when when all of the prop bets became a thing.
Yeah.
If it was just wins and losses,
Yeah.
hey, this team win, or you're picking this team or that team, it would be hard for players to cheat.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to make your team lose because everybody's going out there trying to win.
Right.
But now we go into prop bets where it's like, you average 12 points a game, and so the over and under is 12 on you. I can easily just tell, and I've seen it happen. I'm not going to call names out there, but I know of guys that have friends that are in the league, not big time players, the players like LeBron and starters and all, but there's always your bench players that don't play that much, that they only average 4 points a game, right? So the over and under on them is too easy. You could just tell your friend, don't score more than 6 tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to put $500 that you score under 6.
And
that's not very hard to do. And it's impossible to catch because there's too many players that have too many family members or too many friends. There's ball boys on the team. You don't think that like the equipment manager knows if this guy's going to play or not, or if this guy's kind of hurt, or if he's not. All he has to do is text his buddy and be like, it's not a guarantee, but it's probably close to a guarantee that this guy's not going to score his normal 10 points.
Think about it. Not just in basketball. It just happened in football last week, where the Ravens released that Jackson wasn't going to play, and they waited to the very last minute possible, and a lot of bets had already been made, and so the Ravens ended up getting fined for that, about $100,000 because they didn't list the injury
and that
report.
only has to do with
betting.
They say it's competitive advantage, but it's betting. Only betting because you think that who do they play?
They played.
Was it not the Dolphins? Was it Dolphins?
No. We played the Dolphins this week, but the week I'm referring to is the game that Huntley started and Huntley won.
The last week. Shoot, I don't have that one.
Where's Huntley playing? But I
he's a Raven. He's the Ravens quarterback.
So it was Jackson was supposed to start.
That's right.
And then he didn't.
I love
Huntley started. And Huntley came in.
Dude, Huntley is like top 5 backup quarterbacks in the NFL. People don't know it. He's like secret.
He's the perfect backup for Lamar Jackson. He can do everything Jackson does. He's just not as fast.
Dude, I actually think he's the smarter quarterback. He makes better decisions. Like when you see him throwing, he's short. He can't see over his offensive line. He might be 5'10". He gets outside and he starts making every decision like he's Peyton Manning.
That was the Bears against the Bears.
That's right. How did they beat the Bears?
30-16, and the defense, the Ravens defense got healthy again. But my point was that
the Bears last night. I mean, that was probably the game of the weekend in NFL terms, because it was like I think the Bengals had scored with like a minute left. And they made this great comeback.
That was so weird.
And then they give up the touchdown at the last 30 seconds of the game.
It's been a wild year. You trade away your starting quarterback so I can't even remember where Flacco is at this point. He started with the Browns.
He started with the Browns and then went to the Bengals.
He's with the Bengals
to play for
he had a career.
Joe Burrow.
He had a career day yesterday. Yeah, he played good enough to win the game. Like their defense, their defense is actually worse than the Cowboys.
No,
which is hard. Hard to do.
Wow.
But and like you were saying, basketball, the NBA season is underway. College basketball is getting ready to get started. High school basketball getting ready to
I think my Blazers
started.
are actually going to be good because everybody's scrutinized the lovable losers for so long. And everybody's they're going to look at Chauncey Billups and they're going to say, oh, they were cheating. So they're going to go full bore into this season, even though Dame is injured. We've got my favorite point guard in the NBA is actually Drew Holiday. I liked him more 2 years ago when he was healthy, but he's an offensive, defensive guy. So
he is good.
I expect the Blazers are going to be really good.
And they're currently undefeated under Tiago Splitter.
Yeah,
as interim coach, right?
Are they really?
Yes.
I want to say they're 4-0 or 3-0,
something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And they're playing the Lakers.
Yeah, they play the Lakers tonight. Lakers are looking good.
That should be a good one.
Blazers are 4-2. They're 4-2 now, but they were 3-0. Yeah, Wemby blocking shots. Just stand him at 3-point. You could stand him at the free throw line, and he could block shots at the 3-point shooters.
I saw a clip of him. I was watching the game live. I had to pause it, rewind it, and bring my kids in to watch this because it was a sequence where, you know, a 7-footer doing a hook shot. What do they have always told you? That's the most unblockable shot, right?
Yeah.
I saw Wemby guarding a 7-footer. The guy goes up with a sky hook. He blocks that.
No.
He blocks a hook from a 7-footer, but that's not it. He corrals the rebound, brings it down himself, full speed, goes tween, behind the back drop, step back 3, gets fouled, and makes the 3.
A hook shot block turned to a 4-point play.
From a 7'4" guy.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Did you see
It was just crazy. Like, he's an unbelievable alien, and the Spurs it's not just him. They have a good team. Stephen Castle. They have a De'Aaron Fox who's not even playing yet.
Their backup point guard.
You know, they're going to be really good this year. So Spurs looking good.
Wemby, I saw him do the same thing, blocked a shot, brought it back, and he pulls up between the 3-point line and the half court. So he's like almost at the
one of those logo
shot,
threes,
and he drops it, and I'm just like, okay. Now what are we doing? Like, what rules are they going to change for this guy?
I mean, you can't.
The only way
what can't he do on the court? He can shoot the 3. He can handle the ball like a guard. He can run. He can play in the paint like a big.
I'll say this.
He can block shots.
There is one spot. It's his passing game. He's not a great passer. Sabonis might have been like the greatest big man. I loved him so much. Arvidas could like
Jokic.
See, that's the other thing is you got Jokic that is almost as good a passer as Sabonis was.
I think he's better than
you
Sabonis.
Think so, dude? Sabonis would throw with a spin at the free throw line, and it would jump.
He had that one bounce pass that ricochet.
He did have and I think Joker has that same ball skill when it comes to passing. I think he's because the game is played more like spread and open now, where like you have to make those like corner to corner passes or post to corner threes and stuff, which Sabonis was a back to the basket kind of like he was passing more like
he was awesome
from there. Joker can bring the ball up as a point guard.
Yeah, they didn't let Sabonis do that.
No, they didn't let any bigs. He probably could have better than anybody, a lot of guys, but they didn't let guys do that back then.
He was also D'ing up Shaq.
right. You have other things to focus on.
Hey, get back, man.
you don't got time for this. You run at a walking pace. So
yeah, but Jokic is. I think there was a certain point up to a couple of days ago. Jokic every game has had a triple double.
Yep, that's true.
Denver looking good. Aaron Gordon for Denver looking really good too. I got to give him some credit.
I hate him, but I love him.
He's a local, at U of A, Tucson guy. I know, he has a lot of fans around here, so give him a shout out. Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker has actually looked good. I wasn't going to say better, but he's always pretty good, consistent. I would say so far a story for the early NBA season is the surprising scoring output from a lot of guys. A lot of players are scoring 50, 40s,
Have you been
50s.
looking at these final scores?
Right.
I mean, so many 3-digit, and I'm talking about not like
150,
150 to 144, 120 to 130.
Yeah.
Like a lot of points getting scored in the NBA. I'll be honest with you, I'm not so much of a fan of that. But the days of seeing somebody keep a score in the 70s, I think
130, 118, 137.
Every score is a triple-digit number. I mean, these are all-star game-looking scores.
If you don't score 100, you look trash.
You probably won't look bad. You won't look bad. Yeah, but again,
your offense is bad.
Transition to being heavy 3-point shooting and a lot of free throw shooting. You're gonna get what you're gonna get.
And just a lot of offense in general. I think it'll tighten up a little bit by the time you get into the playoffs. Defenses get a little bit better, and teams, what things they do get scouted out a little bit more. So it'll be a little bit more difficult to score than it is right now. But I think the NBA, as a business, they like it like this.
Yeah.
Because that's how you get the most viewership. You have to get casuals to view your sport in order to maximize your income of the sport.
And it's too expensive to go to in person, so you got to make that TV product something nice to look at, man.
Absolutely. And we might or older fan base, that if you're a fan of basketball for years, we see it as it kind of watered down the points.
If
everybody scores 130,
right,
then each bucket, each
not
shot
special.
is not that great. It's kind of watered down.
Yeah, you got records falling. All of a sudden, you got like Russell Westbrook dropping Jordan's records. You're like, wow, that's not
right.
Like you're weighing this guy against these standards. Like
I look
Jordan,
at even with the Lakers, and I like the Lakers, and I like Austin Reeves because he's an OU guy, but he's scoring 50 points a game. I'm like, he's getting to the point where he's almost had as many 50-point games as Kobe or other greats. You're like, maybe it's kind of watering this down a little bit.
So you say watering down, but the game has changed. It's like a different game. If you were to play these games against other the players at different times, if you were to take like the '83 Celtics and you put them against teams from today, I think you'd have a same shooting situation, and then you'd have a bunch of Celtics crushing guys on the inside with elbows.
They would foul out. They would foul out of it.
You can't touch anybody anymore. But
it'd be flagrants and technicals and
the scores we see today, I'm used to seeing in overtime games.
Yeah,
you know, you see a game that went OT. Okay, it was 114 to 121.
We grew up watching '90s basketball.
That's teams got 80 points in there in the third quarter.
Right.
I mean, it's so
and you
different type of basketball.
Yes.
And how much of it is? We can go on and on about this, but I do got to say this. I got to make this one point too. When you watch the games, and if you watch highlights, because you can't watch a live game from the '90s, but if you watch a highlight game of the '90s and watch a game now, and I did this because I was experimenting with some of my high school players that were having a debate on which basketball is better, 90s or current day. So we watched the 90s game and we watched a current day game. And the ability to shoot from every player on the court is so much better now.
Yes,
it's almost hard to not score 100 points because everybody
can shoot.
Not only can they shoot, they all got green lights.
Yeah.
Like, when we watched we watched good games, like it was like a Chicago Bulls and Phoenix Suns game when they had Charles Barkley and stuff, and it was like a really good game. But you're seeing there's like one guy on each team that has a green light to shoot the three.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Everybody else, they're open for the three.
But their
defense is sagged off nowadays. And my players point this out. Just a regular pass, they pass to a guy on the outside. They're like, any player nowadays would have shot that.
Yeah.
Right.
You're open. Yeah. Shoot that.
Yep.
Shoot that. And we're talking about Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, big-time players that are not shooting those shots back in the day.
It's
now they're shooting those, and they're shooting them quick.
And they're knocking them down.
They're shooting them quick, so there's way more possessions in the game. Shooting a volume number of threes. And they're more dedicated to either, we're shooting a three or I'm dunking.
Yeah.
It's either a three or a layup. And that causes either 3 points or dunks, layups, or free throws.
Right.
Old school, it was a lot of mid-range jumpers that
and
were.
The mid-range is like almost being like phased out of the game.
It kind of is. I've gone to coaches conferences and actually heard Division I coaches say they coach their players, do not shoot a mid-range jumper. It's the worst shot in the game. A lot of coaches feel that way now because you only get 2 points for it and it's lower percentage than a layup or a dunk. You might, if you're going to shoot a low percentage shot, make it a three. Practice those more anyway.
I say be good at it though, because games are always seem to be won and lost with those. That's where the gap in the defense is now. It's not out on the perimeter. It's now just inside of the perimeter is where the gap in the it's from that free throw line to the 3-point line, and if you can nobody thinks you're going to shoot it, and you go up and you knock it down to win a game.
Well, some of the top guys that have mastered it have done well, like SGA. They won a championship off of him playing midi game. Even Austin Reeves for the Lakers, Luka Doncic, they mastered it too because they find a way to get fouled when they shoot mid-range jump shots.
Man, they
or
foul
when they get to the mid-range.
Everything's a foul. You fart and it's a foul. It's disgusting.
I remember a couple years back when Carmelo Anthony was playing with the Rockets, I think it was, and he talked about how he was a guy throughout his career was a mid-range specialist. He talked about how when he got to the Rockets, they told him, do not shoot the mid-range. You know, hey, look, we'll let you shoot like 2 of them a game, and that's it. We want you to shoot the 3. He's like, well, I'm a rhythmic guy. I make a couple mid-ranges, then I'll step back. They said, no, shoot the 3. If you shoot more than 2 mid-ranges, we're going to make you sit down. And it threw off his whole game. So,
Dang, that makes sense.
But the game changed. The game definitely changed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's about NBA, NFL, college football enough
touched
for
them
the
all.
week. Yeah, we touched all the bases on that one. All right. So we'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, Seniors Helping Seniors, Eagle Plumbing, Prestige Remodeling, and Physical Balance Center. Thank you all so much for sponsoring our show. We'll be back this coming weekend with more information, better highlights. We'll see.
Then we got three Cochise County state playoff games. Buena hosting a game here in Sierra Vista. Benson's going to be traveling to Phoenix Christian.
Yep.
And who was the other? Wilcox will be hosting their
Cowboys.
Their second round playoff game. So good luck to those three teams.
Absolutely. All right. Take care. Stay safe and God bless.